In the previous video, I believe we left off where we had pretty much cleared out the original theme content, leaving us with just a placeholder headline. And then we still had the navigation and the ability to navigate from page to page. So now what we're going to do is begin adding some content, and I'm going to go with a multi-page arrangement. But again, you could have one single page, would really make no difference. So I'm going to go again with the multi-page. So let's begin adding some content, and then we can explore some of the caveats which are going to likely appear. Now, it really depends, excuse me, on your layout, your design direction to challenges you run into, but let's go ahead and see some that I found. Before we get rolling too far, I just want to point out, you might have already noticed, there's a really nice revision control. So right now it appears I have about 27 different revisions that I've worked on. And you can see those revisions underneath your content area. And what's really nice is you can go back in time. So if you find that something really gets corrupted, something really goes wrong, you can go back to where you were at a certain point, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to get started by, I have removed the H1. And what I'm going to do is place, let me see here, make sure I get the right content. I'm going to start off by placing two images, which I'm going to use for the header, okay? And the strategy here is one of my images, just because of how the image was cropped and just the composition of the image, it looks fine in desktop. But in the mobile view, there's way too much image up at the top. So what I'm talking about is basically this image, okay, versus this image. And you're going to see this here in a moment. So let's go ahead and upload. And we will go back to our appearance area into customize. And we will take a look. I'm going to go down to additional CSS. And I'll go ahead and also just place this in mobile view. All right, so we're going to, in my case, I'm going to load two images. All right. And this will be the desktop. And this one is going to be the mobile. And the mobile just doesn't have as much of the image up at the top. And you might find that this is something that you need to do, or maybe you just want to switch out images or move images or whatever, depending on the width of the viewport. Okay, so let's go in between here. And what you're also going to notice, you see this pink border here? Okay, let's go. I have this page opened already, and let's just refresh here. And what you'll see is this pink line. But if we go to a larger break, I believe, then that pink line, it's a little tough to see, but here it is here, okay? And if we go and take a look at our code, let me just remember where we are here. So I'm going to scroll down, and here are my new styles. And where did I place? Okay, right here. Border, 1 pixel, solid pink. So this is my new header area, which we have created. And because of the way this interface lays out, the original, this is being held up, if you will. It's being limited to this width. Now my images are outside of it, but that doesn't mean it's correct. So what we need to do is we need to get our header area to go all the way across. Okay, now this one was a bit more of a challenge to find, but let's go ahead, and what we need to do is, let me find the, okay, I think I have it here. Let's go ahead and do an inspect here, and you can see I have this area right here selected. Okay, a little tough to see it there. There it is. Okay, and with this area, this is our new header area, okay, which we created, but you'll see there's that on the right hand side, there's that kind of that tannish orange area. And if we go down here, we now see that we have this width calc. So it's basically what it's saying is there's a maximum width of 58. And then there is also, now it's X'd out right now, probably because of one of the media queries from the original theme, but it's basically saying the width is 100% minus. So they're doing a calculation, kind of like we did in class several weeks ago. Okay, so we have calc 100% of the width minus 4 rem, and that's what's going to create that space. So what we can do is simply take this right here. We can take this whole thing, and we should be able to copy this. Okay, and I believe there's another one we're going to have to get this way when we do our when we fix our header also, but we should be able to just copy this. Okay, now you, again, depending on how you're laying yours out, you might not run into this issue, but I would say it's probably best to go ahead and fix this on your on yours also. So let's go back to our theme here, and I'm going to scroll up, and I'm going to place these in the area for removing the original theme. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space just so I can see what's going on here, and we're going to paste this rule in. And what we need to do is we need to get rid of the max width of being 58 rem. So let's go ahead and set this to 100%. You see the pink line change now right up here? Good. Okay, so then I think what I'm going to do is on the width, we'll get rid of the calculation on the width. So we're going to set a max width of 100%, and we're going to set a width of 100%, and we'll go ahead and publish. And let's go back and do a quick update. And again, you will see the pink line going all the way across. And then you'll also see down here that our max width is now at 100%. But later on, when the theme is dealing with one of its media queries, more than likely, what we will have is the width, which was doing the calculation, will now be 100%. So we should be okay. All right, so I just wanted to point out that potential issue that you might have to deal with.